And we are live, potentially, I think. Oh,
Yes.
Hangout tells me we're live. So, anyways, you guys, today, here with Slytherwin. Let's talk about some stuff that's going on soon, or will be going on soon, hopefully. So, anyways, what do you want to start off talking about, Slytherwin?
Okay, so I think there's been a lot of excitement around Wizards Unite. A lot of trailers coming out, a lot of info.
Mm-hmm.
God, crazy amount of stuff has been happening lately, which is crazy cool. So I'm excited about that specifically. What
Mm-hmm.
have been your thoughts on some of the trailers and teasers that we've seen so far?
Trailers and teasers. Honestly, for the most part, um. the teasers were incredibly exciting at first, but like ever since, and completely honest about this, ever since the beta like came out in New Zealand, and then they kept on like throwing out teasers, and then like game info has already been leaked and stuff. Okay, just give me the game now. But there was a new one that was just released a few moments ago. Guys, want to check it out? I think it's on Shiny Hunters YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, it was good.
Oh yeah, this one was good.
I was so excited about it. It was the most like cinematic looking trailer that I've seen so far. Maybe apart from like the one with the clock that kept moving along and some of that other stuff, but seeing this one feels like it's really integrating the map and like the some of the artifacts and things that are going on screen
Hmm.
in game as well as a lot of like the locations and oh, it was good. It's so good.
Yeah. I think is that like if I remember, that might be the first trailer they had with like a lot of gameplay in it, and I mean that's what a lot of people usually do want out of trailers, right? A big criticism of E3 and a lot of trailers they put out is, there's too much cinematic stuff, there's too much, there's too much non-gameplay related stuff, and people just want a gameplay, right? For the most part, and they gave us the gameplay. They gave us a lot of gameplay in this one, and yeah, that's it should be really exciting, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think you said it well. Like that's what people want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff I think it's exciting to kind of see the tease and the like a little bit of the traces and what's been going on behind the scenes of like, hey, there's a lot of speculation, right? Of different like, hey, what are these different artifacts or what are these different like
Mm-hmm.
calamity or like things that you could put inside of like research tasks, but it hasn't been the full. Uh, this is the gameplay. This is how this actually like you can do this with your friends and stuff, which is exactly what this one was. So I think it was right on the mark of what it needed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I just came out. I haven't really looked in it like too in detail, like not like frame by frame, but I don't know. It's just super hype because like a lot of speculation has been around it. It's coming out soon. Well, the whole thing with it coming out soon is quite. It's more of a meme right now, but uh, for, for the most part, you know, yeah, it's generating a lot of hype and well needed hype, and especially like right before the event that's happening soon. That should be yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're what, 12 hours? 12 hours away from flying out?
Yeah. Well, 12 hours away from going to the airport.
12 hours away from going to the airport.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just about 12 hours out from my actual flight, so I'm super stoked. Now you said you haven't been to the Wizarding World before, correct?
Uh, no, I have not. I've never been there before.
That's super cool. Have you seen like videos? Have you done like research into it?
Not too much. I kind of wanna, be a bit more surprised on that one.
Okay, good. That's exciting. I would say the surprise is going to be incredible. Like you're going to be really impressed.
Hmm. Yeah, like of all the people I've talked to that's been to the Wizarding World before, I've never heard any like negative reviews about it at all. Everyone seems to absolutely love it, even folks who aren't like huge Harry Potter fans. say that it's probably the biggest thing about Universal Studios down there, right?
Yeah, I'd say I just want that in the park. Like it's what I go for usually. It's to me, it's the most impressive, and like it always makes me want to go back to the to Universal. I always call it like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I've replaced the name. It's the Wizarding World. It's super cool. It's definitely worth it, and it's always really really exciting to see.
Hmm. Yeah. So the event will be taking place what in more or less in the afternoon, right? I don't think most of us would have too much time to spend in the shoes. I know you don't have that much time to spend, but I do. I personally do have at least 3/4 of a day the next day to have some fun in Universal Studios. But yeah, that part should be fun.
So you
Also,
planning on doing the
eventually
park the day
gaming.
after?
Yeah, yeah, probably the day after. I don't, I'm trying to drag fodder with me, though, so it doesn't becomes like super awkward if you're like just in the park alone, because yeah, that would be kind of weird. Although, my friend Double did remind me that if you go to the park alone, like you have you get to go through the single person lines, which are like extremely fast. So I got that going for me if no one else comes.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan for the single rider. I also kind of enjoy parks alone because I don't have to sit there and like go with the back and forth of like, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to
Yes.
do? What do you want to do? What
Yes.
do you want to do? And
That
I'm just like,
is
no, this is what I
so.
want to do, and I'm gonna do it.
Yep, yep, yep. That is 100% correct. That might be the most correct statement made today by anyone.
I will claim it for myself.
All right. So, what else? Um, what did we have like any like plans like to do like before the event or anything? Am I like missing stuff?
I'm not sure yet. I think we're still in the process of like trying to figure out what that's gonna look like. So I know a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the Harry Potter Wizards Unite YouTubers that are planning on going
Mm-hmm.
are gonna try and meet up for sure. I think it's just trying to plan flights and stuff and
Mm-hmm.
flight times and all that stuff. I know this is an event provided by WB Games, so
Mm-hmm.
sponsoring, of course. So thank you to them.
Yeah.
But when I get there, I'm assuming we'll definitely try and hang out. We will definitely be hanging out for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Should be fun. But I don't think I haven't met anyone, any of the other YouTubers in real life. Like not even Far. Like Far's been to Vancouver, but like last time he's been here, like was like super busy. He didn't have like any time at all to spare. But so this should be my first time meeting everyone. Is that the same experience with you, or have you like met folks already before?
I have met one of the Wizards Unite YouTubers so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I met Kellen from Wizards Tricks
Mm-hmm.
last month.
All right.
That was the first meetup I did. We actually went to Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there for a little bit. We had talked about it. It was right around the time that Australia beta was going live, beta
Mm-hmm.
early access. So once that was going live for Wizards Unite, we had actually met up, hung out for a little bit. I was in town for hanging out, vacation and stuff, and ended up making it work to where we could, you know, have a day, go through Santa Monica, and talk a lot about Wizards Unite, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. I just can't believe this even happened in the first place. It's so unbelievable.
I'm so stoked. Yeah, I think that's one of the parts that I'm looking forward to all of it. But I am so thrilled about the idea of like meeting so many people that I've talked to for
Hmm.
a year and a half and really haven't gotten the chance to meet in person. So that's really really cool that we can kind of bond and build that community around the game. It's always neat to see like what um, the platform can actually do because I think that's what the goal is, right? Like the goal is to get these games that get us not only out and like walking and doing exercise, but also to like collaborate with those that we would never necessarily talk to or have like a shared platform that we could really jump in and grow community around it. It's super awesome.
Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Really can't wait. Oh. Also, aside from that, Apparently, people have picked on to pick or picked up on my insane I guess the crave for like American fast food, which is kind of weird. But like you guys have to understand, like Canadian fast food, it seems like the same thing, but it's not. It's not. They just don't put that much work into it, which I'm like I can't wait to actually have some like decent fast food out there in Los Angeles, which I'm probably not gonna eat. Like I know extremely unhealthy, but just like one day, right? I'm probably not gonna have breakfast tomorrow. It's just so like I can have an empty belly when I get down to the airport and have some fun there, which is a weird thing of mine.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good fast food. Is there any place in particular that you're really excited about going to or trying?
Okay, the tourist in me is definitely trying to go get In and Out, which I've never had before, but it's it's the California thing, right? And it's people have been talking about it forever. Although wait, no, that was Whataburger. There's like this whole thing with Whataburger, like yesterday or something that they sold like it to some Chicago dude, and people were mad about it. But no, that was beside the point. But In and Out for sure. Popeyes, I love Popeyes. And we don't have a single one in Vancouver at all, which doesn't make any sense. Like we're a pretty big city. Like I don't know why these companies don't open up stores here at all. But yeah, those would be pretty high on my list, right?
Nice. Yeah, I know In and Out definitely one that most people associate most with California, like fast food.
Right.
Um, I actually have a favorite fast food in California as well, or started in California. It's grown quite a bit since then. It's called Del Taco. Have you heard of this?
Uh, yes, but I've only heard of it. Like I've only heard of the name. I actually don't know any other details other than that.
I don't find it to be like particularly great,
Uh huh.
but for the price and like for what it is, I feel like Del Taco is like the best like fast Mexican American food you could think of
Mhm.
for like how much food you get for the price. Like highish medium quality. I feel kind of the same way with In-N-Out. Like In-N-Out's super cheap, but
Mhm.
like it's flavorful. But I don't find it good for you, right?
Right. Of course.
uh, but I'm definitely on a Del Taco craze lately, and I don't have one near me, so I'm really excited to go back to visit one.
Mhm.
I think I'm more thrilled about that than any other fast food place, which is really interesting. I also think Del Taco is like comical because the Spanish translation is, or the English translation of the Spanish is, of the taco, which doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
you can for sure tell who opened that.
Mm. Anyways, aside from that, have you started like packing at all? Yeah. Any of that?
Yikes, that's a question. I don't want to tell you how like awful I am at like procrastination on packing, and it's not because I don't want to. It's that I'm just not good at packing because I never know what to bring.
Mhm.
So I'm in this like, well, should I bring the extra lens? Should I bring one camera, two cameras? Should I bring? It's such a weird scenario of like, well, what will I need for a very short time? So I I've partially packed. I packed the things that I knew that I could, like, oh, I'm going to grab my wand and the important things. My computer is not packed because I'm staring at it.
Of course.
Uh,
Um.
what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm no, I'm a pure like top grade procrastinator. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't even like started thinking about it. Other than the necessities. I probably need to bring my eye drops, which I have to like check the amount that you could bring on the plane. So I might have to like I might have to like just dump out half of it. I don't even know if there's like a weight limit on that, right? Um,
I don't know if it's yeah, I think so. I think there is, but I don't know what it is. I guess we
yeah,
could check
exactly.
comment. Does anyone in comments know? Oh, got lots of comments so far.
Oh, yeah, cool. Hey
Oh
guys.
wow.
Wow.
Hello.
I haven't really been paying attention, but
Should probably be reading these. Who is he? Hi, I'm Slytherwin. I do YouTube stuff
right
for the internet.
for the
Um,
internet stuff.
I've been making content for Wizards Unite. Probably should introduce myself. I'm sorry for that. Oh, perfect. But HP Witches Unite. Got me.
Hmm.
Helping out squad. Oh, so does Wizards Guide.
Yeah.
These people are great. When I don't read things, they do. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Um, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yep, 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 yep. Super excited to meet all the YouTubers. Oh, dang.
Wow.
Looks like Witches Unite has met like a good grip of the gang.
Hmm.
So apparently she's met Gita, Adam, the Auror, Wizard Way Chris, and Matt Animagus. Dang.
Yeah. Wow.
And then going to be adding quite a few more soon. That's super
Hmm.
exciting. I'm super stoked. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Hmm.
Yeah. Del Taco or Taco Bell. It's all about Del Taco, but I can get Taco Bell more places. So,
Hmm. Yeah, that does make sense.
but I'm more of a Del Taco person. I
Mm.
don't know why. I think you're one or the other, though. I think there's a very stark divide. I used to live in California, so there's definitely a lot of conversations about like Mexican food and what constitutes slash does not constitute Mexican food. I currently live in Virginia. I
Doritos are
don't think we
Mexican food.
have Mexican food.
Like,
I think we have places that claim that they're Mexican food.
I can't tell you how shocked I was when I first learned that Doritos weren't Mexican food, and I
Oh
got
no.
absolutely humiliated for it. Because like for the longest time, I thought Doritos, were, and then yeah, no, it was absolutely hilarious. But oh, Wizard guys, they're packing right now, which
Oh man.
we probably should be doing as well. But hey, still
Uh,
got time. So come on,
I
let's
have time. I know I'm
yeah.
not going to sleep tonight anyway, so I have to have something to do.
Right.
So I think I'm going to do like 48 hours no sleep, and then we'll see what happens.
Wow. Yeah. Don't actually no one else in the chat don't actually do that. That's not that's
Uh,
you could survive. You could survive. But
I would get so much more done if I didn't waste so much time sleeping.
right? Yeah.
Like, if I had an extra like 6, 8 hours in my day, oh,
Hmm.
I think sleeping is like the most pointless thing that I do. And I kind of feel guilty for sleeping when I sleep
Mm.
because I just think I could do so much more if I didn't spend that time sleeping.
Yeah. Oh well.
But I'm always
Um
down for a good nap.
Speaking of being undecisive on packing stuff, I'm actually a bit undecisive on one of these things as well. Except I'm not as serious as a person of you. I've just been thinking, should I pack my Switch or pack my 3DS? Because here's like Switch, if I lose my 3DS on the trip, it sucks. It's gonna suck a lot, but like it's gonna suck a lot more if I lose my Switch. So I've just been thinking, but like there's more things I want to play on the Switch um than my 3DS. It's what 3 hours flight to there. It's a direct flight when I go, but like I have to like stop at Seattle or something when I come back. So yeah, I need stuff to like keep me entertained on the airplane. So yeah, unlike you I actually have stuff to consider when packing. I'm just thinking about like these like really like not really um business related stuff. Business related. We're going to have fun, but it's part of the grind, right?
Hey, travel essentials are definitely things like I would consider entertainment part of a travel essential because I have been on planes where it's like, oh, I forgot like headphones.
Oh
And that's
God.
like the time when there's like a screaming child behind me and I have to like experience the patience of 1,000 moons, which does not always happen. Of me just sitting there like, I need to get off this plane and I cannot. Um, so I've definitely forgotten headphones before. That was, I think, the biggest mistake I've made, but I get it. Anytime I go anywhere, I try and get like something for entertainment purposes. Lately, I've just been doing like in-flight entertainment because it limits my choices,
Hmm,
and I think I like that.
really?
Yes, which sounds weird, but it forces me to make a decision based on, like, limited options, and I feel like it takes the pressure off me in a weird way.
Hmm.
Like, if there were 1,000 games for me to play and I picked one and I didn't like it, that's on me because I picked the wrong game out of 1,000 options. But if there was, like, 5 games to play and I didn't like it, I feel like that wouldn't have been, like, as much of my fault for choosing the wrong game, but instead, like, I didn't get provided, like, a good, array of things.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I've been looking at in-flight stuff as well. They do have I'm thinking, I think WestJet, and they do have Aquaman available. So I've always been thinking about watching it, but like it's never like high on my priority list. It's one of those like down the middle like things in terms of priority. So I'm gonna actually go with that. And Far just said in the chat that he said sleep time is never wasted time. You cannot be more wrong than that. Sleep time is absolutely a waste of time. Um, yeah, yeah, that you can't be more wrong than that.
Oh, yikes, starting some controversy.
Right. Anyways, what's chat going on about? Someone asked us, "Where's you and I coming out tomorrow?" I wish it was coming out tomorrow.
Once again, I don't
Right?
know.
Nope, of course not. Um,
But yeah, I kinda like the idea of just like, I get a few options. I was recently on a who did I fly? I think I flew, like, United?
mhm,
Yeah, I think it was on a United flight, and they had, like, DirecTV, which was kinda cool, but they had, like, limited channels, so, I got to watch Bloomberg the whole way, which I thought was interesting because I'm a nerd, and I enjoy watching the news a little bit, particularly business news because I think it's interesting.
mm. The was this guy just asked me what am I jamming right now on the Switch? I actually haven't been playing the Switch too much recently. I do, however, I've been playing Monster Hunter World on PC a lot, but aside from that, I actually have been picking up like my 3DS games a lot. Like I bought a lot of games that I haven't really finished. Like I have 3 Fire Emblem games that I actually need to finish on the 3DS. So I'm leaning more towards bringing that and finishing them, but like they're so hard. Like it takes like one fight. Like I'm one of those like super indecisive persons. When it comes to like strategy and stuff. So it usually takes me like average 3 to 5 hours just to like fight like one battle, and like it drives me crazy sometimes. So it's one of the reasons I actually haven't completed it. A lot of those games out. But I love the games, but so who knows?
Yeah, I actually don't have a Switch, but I do have a 3DS.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't end up getting the Switch, and I think that was a mistake, but then I felt like,
Definitely.
I don't know. It's one of those, like, I will do it in time probably, but I haven't done it currently. But they've had a ton of crazy, like, amazing titles that they've put through so far for the Switch. Like, I was kind of impressed at how many, like, different, like, big name titles were brought on that I didn't think would be. Like, Skyrim, I was really, really impressed by.
Hmm.
And then having some of those, like, exclusive games that you can't really get anywhere else, um,
Hmm.
there's always something.
Yeah. Adam says can't wait for the new Pokemon games on the Switch. Oh yes, of course, of course.
Ooh.
How could I forget about those? And also the new Fire Emblem game on the Switch. Like, oh my god. Like this year's, there's gonna be so many great Switch games. Like if you do get the chance, I would strongly advise you to probably get one if you do ever get a chance.
Yeah, I will probably do so. I think it's just one of those, like, it'll come in time when I'm a little bit less busy.
Right.
I've been, like, pretty decently swamped, like, the past, like, month and a half, 2 months, um, which, not bad things by any it's like I traveled a lot and, like, went to different places, which was cool, but I definitely felt like my time had, like, slipped away,
Hmm.
and I think that's, like, once things get back to normal, maybe, but I don't know what normal is right now. Uh,
Yeah.
waiting for that to hopefully come back, but we'll see, we'll see. I think I'm gonna be, like, I'm just gonna be super hooked on Wizards Unite once it launches.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
be real. Like,
Yeah.
I will be living Wizards Unite.
Probably very, very, very true.
I get
Wow.
to be a wizard, and I will not change my course of action to do anything else.
Oh,